You know, every now and again when something tragic happens, something really beautiful comes out of it on the other end. And that's the case here in Steelville, Missouri, at a beautiful winery. It's called Peaceful Bend, and the owners here had a really difficult decision to make a few years ago, but I suspect they made the right one. So Katie, do I understand correctly, you and your husband met and fell in love at another winery?
Yes, yep. Stonehill Winery up in Herman hired me as an intern and then eventually as their vineyard manager. And I met my future husband there. My husband Clyde was their cellar master at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that story. This is Maggie, by the way. Maggie, you're welcome to come with us. Now, you bought this place and you operated it for a little while, and then you had a pretty devastating fire here, a very devastating fire.
Yes, yep. So we took over in 1998 and operated it for 17 years. And the night after Thanksgiving in 2016, woke up in the middle of the night and found the winery building completely burning. So we lost our winery and our business, and it was pretty devastating for us.
Yeah, at that point you're like, do we get back into this? Do we not get back into this?
It was a real question for a while, but our community really surrounded us with a lot of love and support. And eventually we were able to say, yes, this was the thing for us to do.
Aren't you glad you did?
Yes, yes. Well, now we have our building back up and running, and the business has been very popular, and we can show some of the love back to the community again.
So Katie, this is a beautiful place you have here, and I've mentioned it's aptly named because it is very peaceful here at Peaceful Bend. Talk about the deck that you have, because the view is just incredible.
Oh, thank you. Yes, we finished this deck in the fall of 2019, and it's really added a great outdoor space for our customers to come out and enjoy their wine and food and music and great conversations.
A perfect way to spend the day. How often do you have live music here?
We usually have it every Saturday in the afternoons, and then occasionally we do some evening events as well, but pretty much every weekend we have something going on.
Speaking of events though, you have a full menu.
Yes.
And I want to talk about some of the food that you brought out today, because this is just the kind of thing that I absolutely love. What did you bring us today?
So these are a couple of items on our snack menu. I've got our cheese board, has an array of cheeses. Some of them are Missouri, some Illinois creameries. And then here on this plate, these are our trout crostinis, and we actually get the trout from a farm on the other side of Steelville. Our chef's name is August Roloffs, and he's from a town about half an hour from here. And he and his wife have moved back and taken over our food program and just done a great job. His wife does all of our pastries for us. So I have this cake that she's made, and she's done the frosting and makes her own whipped cream here in-house. So everything's made, all of our food items are made here in-house as much as possible.
So Katie, I'm eager to try the wines, of course, but tell me a little bit about these windows. A local artist did beautiful etchings on these windows.
Oh, thank you, thanks. Yes, this is an artist from Leesburg, Missouri, and she has etched scenes that are very meaningful to us and our customers too. And it's really giving the building a complete feel, and just it's something interesting to look at, so you can bring in all the senses when you come to Peaceful Bend.
Right, it's a great story, and it's very inviting to look at. It gives a lot of character for sure. Okay, now then, you brought a couple of wines that you say are two of your most popular.
Yes.
What are we trying?
So I have a dry red wine that we call Merrimack, and that is named after a river here that we're right above.
Right over there. Yeah.
It's a Norton Chamberlain blend. And then I also have our semi-sweet white wine called Wittenberg. That's another creek name in the town of Steelville. So these are really popular wines for us, and I thought maybe you might enjoy trying those.
Absolutely, I will.
And I'm going to join you on this Merrimack since it's my favorite red.
Good deal. And you say it's drier.
It is.
Drier.
This is a Norton and Chamberlain blend, so they're Missouri-grown varieties. Norton's our state grape of Missouri, of course.
Yes.
And we've oak aged this in American oak. Our Cooper is up in Cuba, Missouri, and so you'll notice instead of the vanilla notes that you get from a French oak barrel, the American oak gives you a little bit more of a coconut type note to the wine. So really adds a depth of flavor that's fun.
Yeah, delicious.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks.
I can see why this is one of your favorites for sure.
So this goes great with blue cheese, those stronger cheeses, wonderful with beef, and then Missouri lamb, it is fantastic with.
Okay, now I want to try the white.
Absolutely. Let me pour this for you. This is our Wittenberg, and this is semi-sweet, so it's got some sweetness to it, and it is a blend of 3 different grapes, so a lot of flavor to that. If you're a fan of a Riesling style of wine, then this is kind of a nice one to try, although it doesn't have Riesling in there. We've got 3 different varieties. We've got some floral notes, some tropical fruit flavors, all kinds of fun notes in this wine.
A little bit of a nice citrus here. It's sweet, but it's not over the top sweet, you know.
thanks,
So,
yeah.
and again, it's a beautiful place. Peaceful Bend is exactly like the name would imply, a beautiful, peaceful place to sit and relax. Katie, thank you.
Oh, thank you. Cheers.
Cheers.